It's Rachel and John, and it's YaJagoff Late Night. One more time from Pizzaiolo Primo in Market Square, reminding everybody, 1, it's still open. 2, parking is easy. And 3, if you're going to have a holiday party, this second floor is really cool.
It is so cool, and it's exceptionally carbed out, and that brings me joy because who doesn't love a good carb, especially at holiday time?
What we're looking at is a stuffed banana peppers.
They look
and
so
then
good.
a pizza that has banana pepper slices on it and meatballs.
And
then one that's
prosciutto.
very healthy because it has prosciutto. Prosciutto. This Irish
Somehow
guy
you
says
get an
prosciutto.
accent whenever
And arugula. So, anyways,
so that made it healthy.
that makes it
There
healthy.
you
So
go.
make sure you come down here in Market Square. We know there's a lot of things going on here in downtown during the holidays.
Yeah.
But come over here to Market Square and say hey to the folks at Pizzaiolo.
Yeah, and like you said, it's very important to remind everybody that it's open regardless, or as Pittsburghers say, irregardless of the construction. It does not matter. So make sure you're coming. And these two guys are looking at us like, oh my God, are you going to start
When is
talking
this
to us?
over, right?
Yeah. They're
Right.
like, we'll have a beer and a drink before we get started. So we're really excited. We got to talk to John last week where he told us all things cheese, and that was lots of fun. But now we are talking to two professionals who are going to go into the niche stuff that you guys do here. So we have Chandler and Taco, better known as Taco. We don't even need to say what your real name is. And your specialties are pasta and pizza. Is that right? Yep. So welcome, obviously.
Thank you very
You are
much for
welcome.
having us.
Absolutely. We're glad to have you. And so tell us, let's start with, you're the pasta guy.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you become the pasta guy? What does that even mean? And how does it work?
You just kind of learn how to make pasta along the way. And I found myself here a couple of years ago, and it was a good transition, and it felt right.
I mean, were you always known as the pasta guy?
No. So like I've kind of done it all, but I've made pasta in the past, and this job opportunity came up, and I decided to take it, and here we are.
So is it really like, have you refined like the measurement of how much egg versus water versus flour, the type of flour?
Yeah,
Is
so
that
I've
it?
been with us for about 2 years now since we opened the other location in South Fayette, and everything has kind of become very dialed from there. Before that, it was kind of very rudimentary. I knew how to make it, and then we kind of just
Go from
carved
there.
out the details.
Yeah. And I heard John asking you before we came over here. So you make it on site at each location, or no, in a hub?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we make it. We have 2 locations out at South Fayette and here at Market Square. I travel between both locations. I make it on site both places.
At each day kind of thing?
Every other day. So
Okay.
I start my work week on Tuesday out at South Fayette, Wednesday here, Thursday South Fayette, Friday here, Saturday I split both locations. So I spend the mornings here and then afternoons out at South Fayette.
And then Sunday's pasta Sunday somewhere else, right?
Sunday and Monday I am off, thankfully.
Thankfully, yeah.
And do you eat
Yeah.
pasta?
I eat pasta during the week. When
Yeah.
I'm at home, I eat pasta a whole lot less.
Okay.
Are you the kind of person who, once you've made pasta, you will not go to boxed?
No.
Okay.
No. I certainly eat dried, like DiCeccio or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As long as it's good.
Not Giant Eagle brand, right?
No.
I
Certainly
mean,
not.
thank God for that sponsorship
yeah.
not being.
Remember when we really wanted to
Right.
get in with Giant Eagle?
Well,
That's
I'm
gone.
sorry if I ruined that.
You
Okay.
did not.
But no, like after, sometimes it'll end up being like a 10-hour day just making pasta.
So you're
So
fine
like,
with throwing some
if
salt
I
and
have
water
a
in
box at home, yeah, it's not like a big deal.
In all
if I just
seriousness,
throw
do you
that
have a favorite? Like, is there a favorite boxed pasta? I've always wanted to have this conversation.
I like DiCeccio, but again, it's just kind of,
yeah.
it is what it is. Like
I know.
dried box stuff is kind of dried box stuff.
Sure. But there has to be better brands. Like my mother one time was like, you don't use the Giant Eagle stuff, do you? It's so starchy. And I'm like, it kind of is. It really is. So we're not getting the sponsorship. So Taco, you've heard us talk all about pastas. Tell us about the pizza. How did it start? Do you go between locations as well?
personally?
Yeah.
No, so I'm locked in here. I started in about 2017,
Okay.
I think, give or take. Yeah, I've been here a while. And I started here actually bussing tables. And it was one day I had a little bit of extra time on my hands. So I asked the pizza maker if he needed help splitting firewood. went down, split some firewood, fed the fire, and was just staring at it for like 15 minutes. And they offered me a job at the end of the shift. He's like, seemed like you're interested in at least starting the fire, which is, you know, for a wood fire pizza, it's half the battle. So.
And is there a science behind how much wood is in there? Because
absolutely,
the heat is controlled.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah. So the way I do it, it's kind of old school, I guess, but I'll stick my one arm in the oven, and then I put my hand on the side of the oven, and then I kind of gauge it based off of that.
No kidding.
Chandler's
That's
like, right.
Because that's the only way to do it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we
That's
have
crazy.
a thermometer, but I honestly feel like I'm more accurate. I can like maybe within 5 degrees. I think I could probably nail it.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
Oh, we should do that as a challenge. Huh?
I don't think you should do that as a challenge. I don't.
One
think.
more wine, please.
I will
maybe
have-
2 or 3 more. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have the starchy pasta. I'm good. Yeah. That's cool though that it's become your thing. You've mastered your niche.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And even just to keep talking about the fire, it's like the size of the logs you put in matter too. Like everything. There's so many factors in wood fire pizza making. It's part of why I've turned it into the passion that I do have, because it's not just like, you know, turn
the oven up or down. Yeah.
You have to really, it's a living thing that you have to maintain throughout a night, throughout a day. Because like when I come in and make dough in the morning, I have to start the fire because it takes time to, you know.
We didn't start the fire.
I start the fire every day.
So
that
then,
was good.
are you a dough twirler as well? Do you throw it up in the air, or
So
that makes
for
a
this specific style of pizza, I do not twirl
Okay.
because it is a personal pizza. It's smaller in size,
Okay.
but I also have background in New York style pizza, where I would just, you know, throw them up in the air and really get them going. But for this specific style, it's not really necessary.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize that. I thought all pizza got twirled, except for the square
No,
ones. of course.
so this is Neapolitan pizza. It's called the Neapolitan slap, and you keep it right on the deck and just slap it between your hands a little bit, a couple times, and then maybe put it on the back of your hands for a second, but you really
Yeah,
don't need to
I've seen that.
send
Okay.
it up, you know?
Get out. Nice.
So it's John and Rachel. It's YaJagoff Late Night, and we do have to go to our Locate the Locator. But I want to come back and ask you. So as he just explained what it's like to do the slap, is there something with pasta that we should know? Is there a technique or a trick that would help people to perfect it? Because I was telling the story before you came on. People say like, "Oh, I want al dente." I have no idea what that means. I'm not that person.
So al dente just means like how long you cook it.
No, I mean I get it, but I don't know how to get it there.
Just cook it a minute less than you're
Wow.
like
He's-
Is that
supposed
right?
to.
Please
That's
tell
simple.
me you see his face.
Yeah,
He
so
just
if that-
goes
it-
through-
look,
He said,
if the,
Rachel.
if the box says 11 minutes, cook it for 10.
Who said I was
You
just
know
in
what
the
I mean?
box?
But no,
You know what I
like,
mean? That's a Colin Chamberlain.
At the end of the day, like everybody kind of asks the same question, and I think that pasta it's much more of a labor of love. So like just kind of is the only thing that I suggest to somebody making pasta at home is when you get your dough ball, stick your finger in it, and if it feels like Play-Doh, if you remember what Play-Doh feels
Yeah.
like, if it feels like Play-Doh or it feels wet on the inside and you pull it out and there's nothing on your finger, you're good. You're done. From there, you can make it as thick as you want, as thin as you want. It's really up to the person. It's an art form. It really doesn't.
We need to invite
At
him
the
over
end of
to
the
your
matter, it doesn't matter.
ravioli day for the holidays.
Oh, I just taught a class at South Fayette on how to make raviolis.
Wow. I'll have to
Maybe a
revisit that.
month ago.
Well,
or
let me
so,
tell you, if
yeah,
you come
so.
there, you're going to get taught a class because
oh.
baby Jesus is always in the middle of the table.
We put
Yeah.
a baby Jesus
And
statue in the
and nobody beats
Look at
Rachel's
Tacos.
mom.
Well,
Nobody beats
baby
Rachel's
Jesus
mom.
can watch me make ravioli all day long. Baby. That's fine with me.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Nobody wins the argument more than Rachel's mom, though. You just have to
Okay.
succumb to it and say
Okay.
you're right.
Taco,
Well, hey, look, I'm real good at saying I'm right. Moving on, brother. I grew up in a family of women. So.
there you go. You're used to
we're
it.
good.
Taco, where can everybody find out more information, follow you, come see you, all that good stuff? What's your schedule like? We know what Chandler's is.
So my schedule here, I'm Thursday through Sunday, and I'm here all day. Outside of that, social media, Swayze Express on Instagram.
Of course, tacos.
What was it?
That's it.
Swayze Express.
Of course.
That's a reference
Another
to one of
story?
my. It's a reference to one of my favorite shows. It's called Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Love that.
But
Yeah.
the
Okay.
Understood.
Swayze Express. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
You're gonna find a lot of pictures of my dog.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
Nice.
But yeah.
We love it. And Chandler, any more classes coming up we need to know about?
Nothing I'm aware of. I just kind of do what the restaurant says. and
Yeah,
we
we
move on
understand.
from there. So
Gotcha. Well,
Yeah.
awesome information. This definitely
Absolutely.
helps us.
Yeah.
And you can go to Pizzaiola's website. You can go follow them on social media, or you could come down and experience it for all of your holiday needs. It's John and Rachel, YaJagoff Late Night.